Jasmine Dogs, Mystic Adventures in Big Sur, Volume 1.
Perhaps you find it odd that I am telling this story, given the circumstances of my untimely and well-reported death. Kevin was so famous that the press just ran with it, and being attached to a big celebrity guarantees the legs of the tail. But nobody got it right, not even close, with inferences to suicide and murder. Poor Belinda, given over to the dogs that way. It's no wonder she's disappeared. So let me set you straight for the record. You see, I left quite a body of work, and I am proud of my writings. The screenplays did pretty well and helped to develop my craft, but there are books and lots of new poems, along with my beautiful, precious art. I never finished my will, so hopefully my cousin Louise will finagle a way to become the executor. I know she will do her best for me. After all, it was Louise who said, no matter what happens to Diana, she always comes out smelling like a rose. So guard my legacy, Lulu, while I tell about the Jasmine Dogs. It was Louise that I was off to see on that August morning, rising before dawn for the sprint to LA and my meeting with Jonathan Wicks at Horizon Studios. I always stayed with her in Pacific Palisades, comfortable in the lovely rose-hued room with my own private bath. It was such a different place from my rustic cottage in Big Sur, which was always cold and bound to have a spider or two crawling across the floor. Louise would never allow a bug or anything so distasteful in her immaculately well-ordered home. It is a miracle that as she has filled this place with my art, in contrast to the severe stylized furnishings, I like to say this is the supreme example of her good taste. Her home is on the way to the Hollywood business stuff, although of course nothing is really done in Hollywood. The agents are in Beverly Hills and Century City, the studios are in the Valley or Culver City, and my entertainment attorney has his own office in Venice. Louise is the perfect host who disregards my crazy schedule, but has finally trained me to call when something comes up. She and her old lovely dog Samantha usually sleep through my midnight wanderings. I got a late start on the day I met Kevin and did not have time for my regular visit with Louise. It would be dicey to make the studio call at 10 a.m., and I hated to be late. The mist of Big Sur surrounded my road as I threw a bag in the Jeep and went back to feed the kitties. My friend Cassie would be there later, so I left her a note and grabbed my laptop. I always say goodbye to the house, believing this sweet compulsion somehow guarantees my safe return. You know, writers do these things.